She's a wolf in mouse clothing. The mouse's ghostly howl stakes claim to...
Well, hello everybody, it's Deluxekoff. It's Saturday. We won't be back for 2 weeks, so I'll see you on the 31st. I got a road trip planned, and I'm going to see my oldest up in Seattle and down to Texas and all over the states here. So let me make sure everything's going good here. We are streaming. Okay. All right, so we've got, there we go. There's my stab throw to reiterate what I just did. So this deck is very in flux. This is CONVOKE, a fan favorite. Not a serious list, so you know, a 2-3 or a 3-2 is probably a good outing. We have so many zeros here. I think it's like 24 or something, like 28 maybe. I put it like this so that we could see all the cards. So anyway, I went with Khalni Garden here. I used to play the Changeling, the exile a creature from the graveyard to get rid of stuff. It might be lacking here. I'm sure I'm going to find a way to maybe lose like a Route Reunion and a Weather for 2 of them in the sideboard, but I got rid of a main completely, just trying to go really alpha dog with zeros and try to get this deck working. So these are my little Bird of Paradise lands. Everything pretty much does everything. This can be a little clunky if it's your only land, but we do have Springleaf Drum to shore it up, and I've gone up 1 land count. We've cut to 2 Seers, which I'm always wanting to maybe cut 2 Spheres and go back to these because it really helps fuel Meeting of the Minds. But anyway, so a whole lot of zeros, right? Some efficiency creatures. This guy's just one of the MVP sleepers of the deck. And why are we doing this? Well, once we get enough stuff, we just rally and try to win. We can draw here. We can draw here. I messed around with the new Pack Beast. This deck's not really concerned with creatures that have good stats. It's just about that bum rush with rally. And whenever I would focus on like the new white card that says 1 less for every creature, I forget the name of it. I should have written it down. Anyway, there it is, Salt Road Pack Beast. I tried this out for a while. You know, even when it worked, it was just like, it just ate their removal because we don't really have many removal targets, right? So Jaboozy's in the house. All right. But yeah, so note to everybody, next 2 weeks I am not going to be here. So we'll be back on the 31st. So a big reprieve from Pauper. So anyway, so this is the list. We've got 4 of these, a lot of 4s, 4 Spheres, 2 Seers, 4 Meeting of the Minds, 4 Kobolds, 4 other Kobolds, and 4 other Kobolds, 3 rallies to close it out, which plays like 6. We've got the 4 Springleaf Drums, which really work well with all this stuff to power out any kind of mana. I did have 8 Village Rites effects in the corruption version. It was just too much self-sacrifice to, you know, not really drawn to much. So I went more the route of the 3rd Shared Discovery here, which says you draw 3 cards. Now, you got to be careful with this list because it seems like this should be a 4 of. Sometimes I go down to a 2 of. The additional 4 creatures that you have to tap, keep in mind, this blue has to come from somewhere, and it's usually one of your other creatures. So this should say tap 5 creatures to do the thing. So as my card says, right, do the thing. We got a little avatar thing going here today. I found the new trailer online from quite a few months ago, I think it was, and I haven't seen it, so I put it at the top of the show because I'm so anxious for the new Avatar set. I know the Final Fantasy one's coming out, but I'm anxious for November. Do the thing. That's right. Mind Stab Throws in all set. So in the sideboard, we've got this. We're going to change this all day today. 4 Hydroblast, 4 Route Reunion, 1 Foul-Tongue Shriek. I'll hold this here because a lot of people don't know about this little gem. If you're going wide, you really want to have this so we can attack with like 10-0 creatures, gain 10 life. I'll probably lose 3 or 4 of them, but 4 Weather the Storm and 2 Arms of Hadar. We will probably cut 1 and 1 of these to put the Changeling in tow. And this is another one of those decks where we're trying to what do you call, go second when we can. It's not as important as other ones, but as always, Grogberg's here to join us, and we're probably seeing some cool new creation. I do not want to play first. I want to draw. All right, so we've got this is a pretty good draw. This is kind of like a mulligan, right? This is late game. This is quite a ways away, but I'm not going to say no to a turn 1 drum and everything else. Plus, we're on the draw, so we'll let this go. All right, Duty Bound Dead showing up. Got some exalted game plan. Here we go. All right, well, let's power these out. We'll do this here, paying for it like this. I guess we'll bring this out, and it is black. There's an argument to not bring these out, but I'm going to do it. Let's see. I was thinking of a graveyard mechanic too, like, you know, the storm one, but usually only have 1 or 2 turns where you kind of go out, and then otherwise it's just top deck mode. So, all right, Shock Brigade. Check this dude out. Mobilize. I don't even know what that does. Whenever it attacks, create a tapped 1/1 warrior token or sacrifice at the beginning. Ooh, that's pretty cool with dispute effects. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Mobilize is pretty sweet. Neat way to keep drawing cards. I'm assuming they're on the Deadly Dispute style engine. I know that card's banned, but you know the effect, right? All right, here we are, folks. Oh, we are really flooded here. Don't like this at all. I feel like we should attack. I won't. We're gonna just sit back here. Yeah, we need a lot more creatures to show up. We're drawing like all of our late game stuff, but that's to be expected. This deck's about its 4th iteration here. It's one of our more popular ones. This in 0. Hasted and Exalted. Damn. All right, here we go. Something's getting mobilized here. Going to get some stuff coming on over here. We need a lot more creatures. Yeah, I know. We've got, gosh, how many do we have main? It's creature count is 30. So half our deck is creatures. So we should be all right. But, you know, sometimes we just don't draw good. 3/5. Good grief. Well, I could kill it. I could triple block, cast Rally, turn off the goods. I don't want to do that. We'll just block here. He'll probably dispute it here. Take 3. Consider playing like Darkness or Fog or Holy Day too. I haven't seen this since it came out, and I was right about this card. Everybody was so excited when this came out, and I was like, not going to see play after 3 weeks, and I was right. I'm wrong plenty, but leave it up to Grogberg to find a way to make it work, right? Here we go. Well, we do have 4, but we need to get blue from somewhere, so we still don't have it, as it looks here. These can be little surprise win turns, though. You'd be surprised. We can get there sometimes with this, but we need a few more creatures. The Exalted might hiccup a little bit because it's encouraging them to only come over with 1. Ooh. Have to have blue with my settlements. Yeah, gonna have to, or the drum. That's why I really like to have fairies show up, but I really like this sneak around trickness, right? It's mobilize with Exalted. It kind of like, oh, how are you attacking with double? And it's like, look closely, my friend. Whoop, here we are. Wife and I played 2 games of Ascension right before the show. So my brain has been warmed up. Death Touch, mobilize. When it enters, surveil. Well, you see a theme going on here. Grogberg, always dusting off the old stuff, seeing what ticks. Woo, good stuff. Here we are. Been getting scorched this week in pickleball. Been playing pretty good. Drops come and go. I've been running into some really, really, really good players. And, well, I guess we're just going to do this EOT. We don't have too much longer. I think I'm just going to hang out here and try to play correctly. We're not the aggro here, so. Yeah, I messed around with a lot of lands over Khalni Garden. You know, like Crystal Vein or the one that scries and stuff. But just found that extra little body and being able to sacrifice was pretty sweet. So, boy, a lot of mobilization going on here. Okay, let's block with something that don't matter here. Let's do that to that. We're going to lose a creature here. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to be losing about a creature a turn at this rate. So let's block. We'll block one of these little dorkies here. And we'll block the big fatty here. Now, does this have... Oh, it has Menace. Gosh darn it. Let's see. Reset blockers. That's right. I forgot. I'm a dummy. We'll do that. And that. Don't want to be taking 6. Jeez, oh. Does this have Menace too? Oh my gosh. Reset blockers. It's Menace everywhere, folks. All right. We will... do we just take it here? Okay, so we'll block here, and we'll block here. I take 6. We finally figured out the riddle. All right, we'll go black with this. Drawn 2. It's going to die anyway. Let's do the thing. We draw absolutely nothing. Looks like we're going to be going to the next game. Menace showing up in abundance here. We have plenty of ways to block. It's just we can only do it about once a turn because of our we can't draw that many cards. So Garden showing up. Okay, we'll do that. See, and now here's the problem, right? Just to stay alive, we've got to do the thing. We can draw the cards. We'll just draw it and concede here just to see what we're going to get here. Bloop. Tap 4. Maybe we'll draw a bunch of blockers. Or draw 3 cards, I should say. Yeah, we'll do... Yeah, we're dead. Let's concede here. Go on over here with the L. Rog. So a lot of little dudes. I need to stay alive a bit. This might be pretty good, but there are some 1/3s there too. So let me bring in like 3 weathers. We'll lay off on trying to be the bully here. It was 1 and 1, and let's see, maybe 1 market. Let's rock like this. Yeah, that really showcased the power of Menace. I mean, technically we had plenty of blockers, right? But then there goes our game plan. We can't really go. Maybe it would have been better to rally on defense and cut the threats down. Yeah, Hydroblast. Big spot removal. All right. Yeah, maybe 2 of those would have been a good plan. Would you like to play first? I'm going to say no again. Let's see if this continues to destroy us. 1, 2, 3, 4. This, and we can do that. We'll say keep. Pretty good hand. Might want to wait if we drop another land out. We might want to chill out and on the puke hand, as I like to call it, the vomit hand, where you just throw all your creatures on the board. Well, that's a good start. We don't have anything to deal with right away. All right, remember what I said about that. So we could draw some cards here. Yeah, we're gonna throw the cards out here. And look how resilient this is to, like, you know, any sort of cannonade and stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. All right, we'll go this to here, and then we'll tap 3, 2, 3, reset. I'm gonna wait on that. We'll chill out. Got plenty of blockers. First turn meeting of the minds is pretty sweet. Probably drop Faerie Seer and rinse repeat. Let's see what we can do here. All right, well, we'll bring this out. And we'll tap the plant token to bring out a Seer. See what we're going to see. We don't need any more of these effects here. So I'm going to say bottom on both of these. I'm going to hold this for a storm turn. We're just looking like if we had the Rally the Peasants here, that'd be pretty sweet. That's why I put them both back, so we're that much more likely to get them. Now, you might think that a hand like this, sure, Thoughtcast seems like a good card, but didn't make the cut. I didn't want to really lean on artifacts all that much. I wasn't even in the one when I had Mistvein Bridge or whatever it is. I had 3 of those in the other version. I'm not saying that one's better, this one's better. I'm just trying new stuff. Khalni Garden feels pretty at home for very obvious reasons. There's no reason to not play this land. I'm just going to attack here. Just start whittling things down. Maybe they'll go crazy until that goes down. We're pretty flooded, waiting on Weather the Storm to make a difference. I think we saw a pretty optimal turn by Grogberg last game, so we'll see. There's one storm count. Got any more? 2. Rakdos showing up. 3 cards left in hand. Gonna be swinging here. Not too worried about 1 damage. We'll block. Only a 2 storm count. We'll chill out. We've got that in our hand. Actually, we've got 3. I just keep slow rolling this because we're going to be definitely taking some damage here. I'm going to hold on to that. We're going to chill out. Make that weather the storm at least equal. Oh, shoot, I should have attacked. Mini punt. Not sure 18 versus 19 is that big of a threat, but watch him be at 1 life if we rally the peasants and lose. Plus, this kind of encourages him to turn everything sideways, right? I considered cards like Tangle over Weather the Storm, but just the sheer life gain ability kind of is twofold. If you're going up against burn or critters, kind of acts like a fog in and of itself. All right. Ah, boy. Don't really want to block here. But we will block here. And maybe here. Do that. Taking 4. Nothing to sneeze at. These 0 sorts of lists. So you can build it tall like we did a couple weeks ago with our 0 list and focusing on like Vidalcan, whatever it's called, the 4/4 with hexproof. This one actually seems to, if memory serves right, it does win a little bit more. I used to use, what was that called? Crimson Vow, I think it is. It's like 1 in a red enchantment. If you look at our old videos, you'll see it. Okay, it's about time to play Weather the Storm. Pretty close, pretty close. Yeah, what does that do again, Dreamer Stingo? All right, well, we get quite a bit of stuff out of this deal. We're gonna go here. I need blockers. I need life. This is this artifact. Tap, unattach it. Tap target creature. I'll do this. All right. Do this. Just gain a bunch of life. Give us a few more turns. Now, if we draw, you know what? We're gonna be fine. Oh boy, that hurts. There goes a lot of our guys. Should have definitely attacked there. We only lose 2 creatures. Yeah, it's a really good call for, especially for only 1 mana on both sides. That's pretty sweet. Oh boy, something with haste headed our way. Man, this is really adding up. Pretty impressive little list here. Well, we've got 3 blockers. This is really lame. You know what? I'm going to do this with 2. We've learned our lesson there. Go here. And then I'll block this and this. And I guess here. We only take... Well, we'll be taking 4. Looks like. Boop. Come on now. Sacrificing. Everything gets bigger. Pretty cool little list. As we have come to expect from Grogberg. This is getting to the point where we can't do too... Well, we do have an instant here. I kind of want to do it now, though. I guess we'll wait. We're going to be losing a creature. Probably double block body drop or whatever one he piles up on. Well, Meeting of the Minds. Maybe we'll draw into a Village Rites effect and be able to get 4 cards out of this turn. We'll see. Not the kind of list you want to run into. They're putting on a lot of consistent pressure on us. And so that's frustrating. But that's what you come to expect with MTG, right? All right, let's block. Let's do... This is going to die anyway. So let's put him here. Block the 6. We'll block the 1. The 1. That's a menace. I want to block that. I'll go like this. Now we'll trip Meeting of the Minds. I got some pump effect. All right, there's that. He's going down. We'll be taking a whole lot of damage. But before we do, let's make sure to keep our Survivors Encampment open as we tap this for blue. Doing this, doop, boop, boop. Pay this. Draw 2. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm really hoping for a Village Rites effect there so we could save something, but looks like we're going to be definitely losing here unless we get incredibly lucky. I don't think we can even survive next turn. Woo! You guys just keep pumping out. The toughness is pretty impressive too. The sacrifice and just making everything go up, up, and up. About the only vulnerable creatures are the tokens, and they die anyway, so nobody's going to be wasting removal on that. So one of the better uses of Body Dropper I've seen. I haven't seen many, other than the first like 2 or 3 weeks it came out, right? Here we are. Shared Discovery, right when we don't need it again. All right. I think we'll do it just to do it. Blue. We'll tap. This might be hitting the hardest as far as being able to sacrifice 1 for 1. Let me do this. Crack this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just be taking a whole lot of damage here. Cast this. So can we survive? That's 15 right there. Let's see. If I could. Now I'm going to be able to do that. That won't be able to tap it back. No, I don't think. We might be able to. I should have foreseen this a little bit better. And knowing that I was going to block with the sphere, because our only out is to rally, right? And it's not much of one. We need like another turn, but I can't rally with a wall. So that's frustrating. All right. Coming over for a whole ton. This is when you want. What is it? Tangle. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do a block here. Can I survive this? That's 9, 10, 11. That's going to get pumped up. I think I blocked this dude here. Let's try that. Take a whole lot. All that extra mana. Oh boy. Pretty coolest. 9, 10. Yep, they got us. Crunch. Very awesomely played. Body drop style. It'd be so cool if we had a fog effect here. We do not. We lose badly. All right. What do we like? What didn't we like? Changeling. Oops. It's definitely one of the cards that I did have up to 4 for a while in this list. Not that it would have helped us there, but especially with the Khalni Garden in this one, I do believe we should probably have access to 2 of these in the sideboard. So I'm going to bring over 2. Again, it wouldn't have helped that game, but I'm going to take out a Weather and a Rotten. I'm just going to tune as we go, tune as we go. Here we go. Very cool game, Grogberg. That's a really cool use of Body Dropper. I love the synergy of the you're attacking with what do you call you know, the where you can only attack with 1 creature, but then you get around it with that other trick. That's pretty cool. That was pretty sweet. So yeah, we got the Bola is a pretty cool addition. Bola in the sideboard for the big blockers. That was pretty cool. What was the name of that card again? Isn't it? It's Bola something, right? I think that might deserve one on the side. Wasn't it there? Is this the one? Come on now. Tap target. Yeah, let's do that and take out maybe one of these. For right now, just going to go as we go. Woo! That's it. We've got it there. That's the sound effect it would make. Shared Discovery, I can see why the last time I played it, I went down to 2. I started at 3, went down to 2. And when I opened this list up, it was quite a bit different, but trying to change things up a little bit, see how things are rolling with the punches. Coming on over here. Oh, we must have somebody in the queue because there we go. I'm going to say no. We want to draw. Well, we've got 4 plays, but no land, so we got a mulligan. Go second. This is the kind of draw I'm dreading with the choice of Khalni Garden over like the artifact Dimir land here. Not a fan here. This is not feeling good. We're going to mulligan this. And now we will keep. We've got some. I'm going to not want to see that for a while. That's good too. Well, we're done. We're actually pretty all right here. Especially with Night Market Lookout. Hopefully we don't get steamrolled like Grogberg did to us in the first round. All right, let me bring this out. I think I'm just going to chill out. I know we don't have access to Weather the Storm main here, but until I get a black source and I can react to something like a cast down. Of course, oh my God, that is just so cruel against our list. How mean is that, right? Jeez. It's like they know what we're playing or something. That is rough. Bring out the drum. Ornithopter. Better get ready to yield to this real quick. We'll go black on this. Bring him out. And at least we got double Night Market, so we can at least fight this. But this is rough. Rough start. I'm looking for about 2 to 3 wins would be a really good outing for this list. We've got no delusions. This is Jank at Jank's finest. Woo! Wildly open to interpretation as far as the 75 goes, as we've already made like 3 or 4 changes, so that is to be known. All right, here we go. That's about right. Let's do this. Let me tap this here. Do that. Or black. All right, right. I'm going to attack here. This will get us the 2 damage. Gain 1 of it back. Really would like to see one of our lands show up here. I'm going to slow roll our creature outing in case they do have, suffocating fumes. Yeah, you got lucky, of course. Round 1 of our stream, right? Yeah, it came out really nice and fast. All right, Mephitic Drought. When it enters, draw a card and you lose a life. Before Echo Wellspring was around, that was kind of the thing. Or actually, this came out afterwards, but that's one of the reasons why you don't see it played too much. Here we are. All right, we do not like this. So, let me tap this for this. I'm going to kill the plant token, see if we can get some lands going here. We do not. All right, well, let me attack first. This will do 4 damage. I'm going to get a bit of it back. Thank God for the Night Market draw. Not quite as good as a Trespasser's Curse versus this list, but we'll get there. All right, let me bring this out. And I'll bring this out. I'm going to slow roll these a little bit. Consider maybe not even playing the sphere. As far as playing it out, because we really need 1 more land, and then obviously to find our kill card. Rally the Peasants. Uh-oh, Pact Altair is going to make quick work of us. That is a scary card. It does indeed. All right, we'll be getting rid of Shield Sphere. Well, yeah, I'm going to do that. Play to our outs here. I really need a tap land here. I mean, a Holdout Settlement style land. We do not get it. All right, well, that kind of blows. 2, 3. Yeah, even if we top deck the Rally, we don't have the mana for it. So, got to play a little slow here. I think I'm just going to, we'll tap this for white just to do it, gain a life. See, all right. If I get another land or draw the rally, then it will be decision time because these Crookshanks could actually turn sideways and we could hit for a whole hell of a lot. In the meantime, we'll probably just keep blocking with Sphere till it dies. Don't like this life gain. This is really frustrating. That's so brutal with Packdoll out. Oh my god. Woo! All right, they know our plan. All right, I'll definitely be bringing in the mass. Feels like we're not playing a serious enough deck. This person, I'd be surprised if they hang around for game 2. All right. Sure, I'll trade with that. Yeah, let's attack with both of these. Don't see any blood fountain yet, so we'll get our life back up. Surprise town. Let's go. Oh, all right. They respect it. Sure love Night Market Lookout. I wish Black would keep... I hope they keep printing cards like that because it's a lot of fun. All right. Again, I'm not too worried about dumping our hand. If I drew a land there, yes, because then we could top deck into it and represent some real threats here. But it looks like we're just going to slowly lose, as is the way of this list. I just love it, though, because this is one of those lists where you just keep dusting it off. We haven't played this in over a year, so that's why I was bringing it out. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, I'd go back to streaming. And then I'm like, you know what? I'd have to keep every show to like 2 or 3 decks and focus on those. And there's so many downsides to it. So here we go. All right, let's do... I'm going to do this main just so I can gain the life right now. Yeah, let me do this here. Cancel that. Let me bring out Kobolds. I'll bring out a Sphere too. Getting crazy. We've got so many creatures we got to deal with here. Do this here. We will be probably blocking here. Let's go. They counter this. This is going to be crestfallen. Zap. Here it comes. Counter spell. All our work down the drains. Ooh, Latula's Orders. Problem is dealing damage, right? This just gains the life. We're attacking for 0 most of the time. All right, we can see what one they're really afraid of. We'll just block here. Not too worried about that. Blockers for days. Come on, something. Well, there it is. All right, I got to play these. Why, you ask? Because now if we top deck or Rally the Peasants, we actually have a fighting chance here. Boy, that's... can't think of a much worse start than Grogberg's list and then this turn 2 Trespasser's Curse, but when we decided to kind of hold our cards back, right? So we'd probably be at like maybe 13 life if we, maybe 12 if we had just dumped our hand. But against swamps, you don't really want to be doing that. All right, we'll block here. Frustration of the Sphere. Makes sense that a wall, you know, you keep smashing into it. It's going to get weaker and weaker. I've always loved the design of this card. It's always been slightly out of focus. Like the art wasn't... I'm assuming the art that was done by the artist was very small because whenever, you know, you zoom in on this, it looks fine, but you zoom in on Shield Sphere and it's just all like out of focus, fuzzy. Come on, rally. Nope. All right. Well, here comes another huge, colossal... We're going to just tap that to tap it sort of turn. We'll do this here. Actually, that's dumb. Do the blue here. Paying this. We'll tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bloop. He'll counter spell, and we'll be sad. Counter spell. All right. Let's see. Now we could go 2, 4, 6, 8. We can only do 10 damage if we draw Rally right now. So this game's lost again, too. This is Demir. We'll go block here. Yeah, we'll let the 2 through. Glad there's no great furnace out here. And we lose. All right. Concede. Not going to be surprised if they go away. Let's see if we can find our kill card. We had Packdoll. Well, we're going to want the Vandals for sure. Definitely going to want to keep these. I could lose one discovery, especially against Counterspell. The card just kind of feels weak. I'm actually going to cut 2 discoveries. It's such a backbreaker to run in a Counterspell list when you tap all out like that and do the thing. Dimir, gosh, you'd think there'd be some things going on with the graveyard, right? Let's bring in 2 of these. Maybe lose just 2 random kobolds. These get weaker as the Suffocating Fumes is probably coming in. So it looks like our opponent's going to hang around. Foul-Tongue Shriek. Yeah, that might be worth 1. Let's try this. Bloop. Just having fun today. Not very serious list. The benefits playing in the tourney room. I can just dork about. We'll say no. All right, we're on the draw. We got a good hand. The 1 shows up again, so we'll keep it. And now that we know they're on Trespasser's Curse, I will be dumping this hand, especially with the 3 toughness sides. So, especially with this little opening here. Get enough critters going. We should be all right. We'll cast this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Now, a few trains of thought here. Let's bring out this for black. And then we got our engine online. All right, we can Meeting of the Minds, we can Rites, we can do just about everything. Hopefully Night Market lives through the turn. Meeting of the Mind Stabs. All right, that's enough lands for the rest of the game, please. Let me do this. Let me tap this. We'll do this. Probably get this. Shoot, if we're going to do that. Hold on a minute here. If I just attack. Let me attack first. Get the life bonus here. Try to play Meeting of the Minds as it should be played as an instant. I want to walk right into a counter main here. There's that. All right. So we'll do blue here. Casting this. We'll pay the Convoke here. Draw 2 more cards. Rotten Reunion showing up. All right. That's pretty cool. Got plenty of land. Can do every color. Double. There he comes. Always like that card. Retrofitted Transmigrant. That'll be pretty cool to grab that from the yard, right? Boom. Waken Rites. Blue. 1, 2, 3. So probably want to do a Rotten Reunion almost no matter what here. We can always target our own stuff too. Chill out. A lot of built-in defense in this list with the walkers and the shield spheres. It's not the easiest thing to sneak by. Unless you're Grogberg. Runs right over the top. Crunch! Sure. We'll block there. This suggests he's got, what do you call that? The -2, -2. Of course, it'd be weird to play that with that, right? All right, let's go black here. We'll kill his cast down there. Get a critter out of the deal. This way we can attack and do the thing. You know what? I want to I'll try to do this now. Just they're Mr. Counterspell, so I want to do stuff on their turn. We've got another Rites in our hand. Cool. All right, that was on your dime. Now we go. Don't really like this card much, but it'll block Transmigrant all day long. Well, yeah, let's do the thing now. We'll tap here, do this, tap 1, 2, 3, 4, draw a bunch more, do this. All right, things are getting there. I think I want to kill a wall here while we have the time. Do this, kill this. Just want to draw some cards here, get our options up. There we are. All right. I'm going to have a surprise attack. I messed about with having Rotten Reunion's main. I think I went up to like 3. Not the worst idea. As you can see, you can just keep tapping them for mana, and it's pretty cool stuff. Well, they're already down a spell. I think I'm going to slow roll this and wait a little bit on... let's bring this out. Oh, that was just an auto yield. Isn't that interesting? Well, no, we're going to do that on their turn. We're going to chill out. Hopefully meeting will turn up some more goods. Right now, I'm just going to chill out. So meeting the minds, if it gets countered, it's almost a good thing, because if we have rally and draw into a card, or draw into a land, it should be good. All right. Here we go. We'll go blue on this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. Sorry, I swore. I missed that. Damn it. There's a punt. We should be at 21. They should be at the other. Well, we didn't hit our land. It's all right. We'll do that. I could just go crazy here. Bring this out. Just for the rally effect. Well, let's see. I could attack. Then we could Foul-Tongue and do the thing. That might be pretty cool. Maybe get a counterspell out of them. Let's try that out. We'll attack. Do this. We're obviously going to be Village Ritesing that. All right. Let's do this right now before I forget. Foul-Tongue Shriek. Choose your opponent. There's only one. 4, 6. Worth a counterspell? All right. They might not have it. Let's see what's going down. We'll use the plant token to fire up whatever gets blocked here. Yeah, I'd rather this 2 get through, so let's do the thing here. We'll block here. Drawing some cards. Oh, did that backwards. I should use the plant so I can block next turn, but what we've just shown, they're not going to attack, so it's not the biggest dealio. Bye-bye, Transmigrant. They need some answers quick. Did they find a counter? They did not. This is getting... So when the deck works, it's pretty fun. It just has no right winning, but as you can see, unless they get like a really good card next turn, we've got them. It looks so meek, right? Everything's just weak, and Foul-Tongue getting us up on life. I'm trying to do the thing there, Mind Stab. It's been a rough couple games here. Transmigrant showing up. It's all right. We got walls for that. We got tokens for that. I'm going to kill him with plant tokens. That's what's going down, baby. Woo! I almost hope we just draw Survivors Encampment or Holdout Settlement so that they will want to counter the next Night Market Lookout, in theory. Or they tap out here for Pactol Terror. That's ideal as well. What do we have here? What is this new devilry? Little late to the party. Wow, I really like this play. Cool. Look at that false sense of security they think they have. Watch, they got fog. They just pop it for green like, sucker. Obviously, that would not be the way of things. We'll go here. There's no reason to belay this, right? Blop. Hi there. Attack. Brawh. We get to do it next turn too. It will flash back. I wonder if I can play Night Market and while the Trespassers is on the stack, tap it. That might work. Curse is foiled again. Yeah, it's fun to make a deck name and then build the deck, right? All right, Familiar showing up. Pretty obvious what we're getting rid of here. Cool. Well, we just flashed that back unless they drew the counter spell. There's a few interesting points here. Do we just go for it? Why don't we... this is really frustrating. If I play this, this goes on the stack. Can I tap it in response? Don't really want to leave it up to chance that badly. Yeah, let me just try to rally here. We'll go wide again. Boom, boom. Oops, sorry, it's red. You fool. Woo. Rally. Do they have the counter? They do. All right. There it is. I know, but if I play it, they get one. I was thinking, can I play it and tap it for mana while this is on the stack? I guess it depends if they yield it or not. I'd rather just go for the win there. They're hellbent right now, so still feels very winnable. All right. Cool, cool. Now we got him scared. Oh, look at this. No respect, huh? All right. We'll block. You know what? I'm going to block here. There might be... I don't know why you would attack there other than they have a wrath effect. It's going to wipe out a lot of stuff. Or like a Okiba gang. I don't want that going down. So we only have to do 1 damage to him. We do have Rotten Reunion. There's nothing worthy in the yard yet. Oh no, we've got a Transmigrant in the yard. But that comes into play tapped. Drown in Sorrow. That's what I was considering. Okay. Now they're hellbent again. So we should be alright. I guessed correctly. There's an encampment. Very cool. Alrighty, let's bring out the night market. We'll tap this, bringing him out. Now comes the test. They're hellbent. Thank you, Mindstab. Yeah, I think this is game. You're hellbent. What are you doing? Acting like you got stuff. Hey, it's our first win against a pretty decent deck. Okay, did they just quit? Why is this taking so long? The game has ended. All right. Oh, we have played even. Rot Reunion. I think 2's right. I think we sided right. I sure didn't miss seeing Shared Discovery. As powerful as this is, and you know, I keep getting to this point about every year we revisit this card, and it seems like it's so powerful. You can't really bias a deck more than this one, right? We have 21 0 drops, and it's still, you know, you keep cutting it, and you don't really like to see it, because unless you're already winning. So, yeah, Shared Discovery might be going bye-bye. I'd rather just have Faerie Seers. In fact, for the next game, we'll make some changes and see how that plays, because I'm not liking it at all. So Drown in Sorrow is the thing, but we got to worry about Curse. So it's a nice little vice that they've got us in. The old days of Black Vice, you know, drop that first turn. We'll keep this. Can't say no. We're a little flooded, but we'll be all right. Opponent mulligan once, so we'll technically be up about 2 cards. We're going to need it because our card quality is not good. All right. Because of curses, I'm going to say screw it to, what do you call, we do have, you know, the rally call here, so we're going to do this. We're going to bring out black. This, if we can live 2 turns, we'll be all right. But if he has Drown in Sorrow, we're just super dead here. But I don't want to invite a curse and then we just eat 5 damage like that, and then we have that much more uphill battle to do. So, oh my gosh, that's great. That Kobold's gonna go brag to his whole family. He's like, there was a person that used a blue elemental blast on me, and they're gonna be like, no, there wasn't, you Crookshank Crook. Woo! Come on, Lotus Petal. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, let's go blue. Since they're gonna be attacking, I'm gonna do this to here. We'll go here. Blop. Blop, blop, blop. Drawing some cards. Cool, another lookout. All right, Let's hopefully we just draw into a land here. Attack. Oh my gosh, are we headed for our first win? If we get another land, we should be good spirits. Shield Sphere is another card I've always considered losing. All right, that doesn't really hurt us because we can still play it. Then we'll go look into the future for a creature and a ninja. I always knew I was red and blue. Blue Elemental Blast proves it. I'm worthy. Oh man, I wish that was the thing, right? All right, let's tap this for this. All right, then might as well. He's sick. We might as well put him to work, right? Go like that. Play the thing. Look for land. Don't really need this. Bottom. And attack. Hiya! This really screams that he has either Curse in hand and maybe Drown in Sorrow. Like he's got both. So we're not out of the woods unless we just draw the thing here. Got 5. Actually, oh my gosh, this is great. See, this is the kind of stuff this deck needs, though, just to say it won, right? It's crazy. I'm going to play that because it can live through what we were talking about. We'll attack for 5. Getting very lucky. Hope to see an artifact show up so we can eat our Crookshank Kobolds. Yeah, we'll do that. They're going to be in single digits. This deck should not be doing this. Cast down. All right, it's dead. 3 damage a turn. So we wait around. All right, let's do this and green. This, do this. Blow up their land. They might quit here. Okay, I'll get rid of Crookshank. Now Drown in Sorrow, we have 3 creatures that live through it. No, just the 2. Come on, Smash Band gonna get there. All right, well, let's attack for 3. Why 3? This only hits for 2, but then the loss of life comes into play here. Hey, tier 1 subscription from Delphi Guru. Thank you so much. 8 months now. Wow. Crazy. See myself in 5 more years be like, somebody's been subscribing for 12 years. Are we going to get there just natural? This is crazy. Land, please. Ugh. All right, I'm going to go blue on this. Make sure we go get a land. Give me a land. Say bottom on that, top on this. We win next turn. Almost regardless, this can do 4 next turn if they do the thing with what do you call Drown in Sorrow. So why didn't I attack with Changeling? That was really weird. So we're gonna win this one. Can't believe it. That's pretty funny. I need some more coffee. I've got a pretty funny skit that we only play about once a year because I have so many custom commercials here, so you don't stare at a blank screen as other streamers do. But the Wheel of Fortune here in the States has a new host, but back when the old one was there, there's some pretty funny misses. And so obviously the card Wheel of Fortune, and I put it inside the thing, and so we'll be doing that. All right, so we're 1 and 2. This deck has no business winning, but we're having a lot of fun. We'll be back with some more coffee right after this. Get your quiz hats on.
Every letter you called is in this puzzle. Shh. Boy, call the right letters, Denny. It's a thing. You have 10 seconds. Can he do it? Good luck.
Magic hand, magic band, magic yan, sand, van, canned, jand, panned, fan, band, wand, wand. Oh!
Pick him up.
Leather mullet.
Brooke?
Leather wallet.
There you go. Lolita.
Oh, self-potato? Sorry.
No. Michael?
Self-portrait.
Yeah, that's it. All right. The category is thing. Robert.
Cake baker.
No, everybody else. Kate.
Care package.
Yeah, that's have a letter.
Jade.
There is a J. If you could solve the puzzle right now, there is a jackpot of nearly $10,000 in addition to the money you have. If not, you have to either buy a vowel or spin the wheel.
I'll solve the puzzle.
Go ahead.
I have The Wine by Johnny Cash.
That is not correct. I'm sorry.
Okay. The Pointed Desert.
No, still time.
The Printed Desert.
James, it's your turn.
The Pointed Desert.
No, you still have time.
I still have time.
Oh, there's a jackpot of $7,650 in addition to everything you have. Can you? If not, buy a vowel or spin the wheel.
Go to the front of the cave.
I love that shit. All right, here we go. Before we get started, I have a correction to make. We're 1 and 1. I thought that was the third one. Here we go. So I'm not liking these at all. I'm actually going to kill all of them as we move forward. We're going to make some changes here. I'm going to add 2 of these. This is going to help fuel this. We've got 1 opening here. It would be kind of neat to have a reunion main. I think I'm going to go like that. We've got 3 weathers. Be neat to go up to maybe 3 vandals. So, as you saw, the problem was shared discovery. We're going to run it like this now, see where we go. Could maybe lose a sphere or 2 just so this becomes a thing. But the problem with Ninja, it's a one of, right? You get in for 1 damage. There's no way to really, without really tweaking the deck, then they just block it the next turn and stuff. So I'm looking for, we've got, you know, the outs of the Village Rites and the Meeting of the Minds for a bit of a reset hand here. Faerie Seer will help us get there a little bit more. Yeah, a bit more draw would be nice, but 5 excess creatures. Yeah, this kind of counts for 2. So we're going to rock like this as we move forward. Really like these, like, no stress shows, you know. Don't really have much expectations, just all about the creative design and stuff like that. So we're going there. How'd you guys do on Wheel of Fortune, eh? Perilous Research, that's a good call. It's a really good call. But that's also the same reason why I don't run the Conviction, because I was just getting rid of too many resources. We want them to stick around, and even with all the Kobolds and stuff, it's nice when you turn them sideways and they do the thing. All right, well, we're really hurting here. It'd be so cool to have a Khalni Garden, like a fairy garden that just makes a blue thing, but we're going to mulligan here, and we're very good here. This is a really good hand. A little flooded, but we'll keep this. Boop. This will fund these things out. I think I'll lose a drum, actually. Yeah, we'll say done with the drum. Do that. Yeah, keep watch. That's a really good one, too. But I've got a kind of alpha strike. I did have that in a few versions, and usually you lose your whole team to draw cards to play them all out again, so you're kind of at a net loss, because we don't really have that much card quality. Just looking for the thing, which reminds me, I did have a version where I ran all 4 Rally the Peasants, and obviously that equals about 8 cards with the flashback mechanic there. So, but when you have those really fast turns, you want to do the thing when you can. All right, let's play this out because it's impervious to lightning bolt. We'll bring this out. I think I'll bring out Walker just because this is red. I'm gonna go blue on this. We'll be able to block here if they've got a little haster dude. Let's see. All right, Meeting of the Minds, good card. These are, I'll say bottom here, and then top. We've got plenty of zeros here. Let's go. What's the accent? Oh, the troll. Yeah, I have seen the, what is it, Pila Pala decks. That was a few weeks ago. I saw the first one of those emerge. Got so many things coming up. Helping a friend move way out to Austin. We're doing a super big road trip. Lots of fun places. Giving ourselves plenty of time to get there. And then right when I get back, we're flying up to Seattle to see my boy, play some pickleball and such. All right, and Meeting of the Minds. Okay, so let's make sure to tap. Well, we can just mines here. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Could just use this for Convoke, right? Do this, this, and this. Draw some cards. Oh, God, that's frustrating, huh? Look at this. We just draw more crappy answers, and now we're out of the thing there. I was thinking of using that for blue and keeping the option open, but oh well. Here we are. Now we're fine if we draw our kill card. We can do it twice. Sakura Tribuilder. I feel like we're running into some sort of... I've seen some really neat combinations of One Land Spy and Dread Return with the big zombie. Felt like an idiot the other night. I had Prismatic Strands in the yard and I didn't do anything with it. Like, because the zombie does damage. For some reason, in the back of my brain, I was like, oh yeah, well, it's just loss of life. So I like conceded and I'm like, oh no, and Strands was just right there. So keep that in mind, folks. It's bottom. We just need some good stuff. I'll bring this out. I've got to play to our outs. So obviously here, if these are the Seers that we replaced with Shared Discovery, that's a little frustrating because this deck's not coming at us 100 miles an hour like Grogberg did. And we might be up some cards. I don't think you want to go more than 2 Shared Discoveries, but right now we're trying it with none. The argument being Faerie Seer can, trip up Meeting of the Minds as far as paying for the blue mana. Lets you find your stuff a little bit sooner. What do we got here? Bunch of nastiness headed our way. Yep, there's the Spy. Kind of liking this deck. Seems a lot more... they're not too worried about gutting their lands. Plays real consistent, and then they can do the thing. All right, here we are. Come on, let's get the thing going here. Darn it. Yeah, they're just buying time here. There's probably some version of Knot of the Bone in this, so... And decks like this run so tight that they usually don't have much defense against creatures, so I'm just going to throw everything out and hope that we draw Rally the Peasants here. Yeah, I saw LSV. You know what bugged me, and I almost don't want to tell you guys because it might ruin it for you, but I've got to, I guess, defend myself as far as like why I didn't keep watching it. That guy constantly touches his face. It was just like I would hope if I did something like that, you guys would tell me. But it was just maddening. Then once you see it, you can't unsee it. And my son was like, well, there's this Italian guy that's real popular that he's even worse. And I was like, I don't want to know that. All right, we'll keep the card a mystery. That's big of him for posting that. I know a lot of big names like that. They don't want to hurt their brand by, all right, we lose. Don't really have any way of messing about with these things. Bloop. Down it goes. And he flashes stuff back. Probably a Dregscape zombie coming our way. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's true. Pro tip. That is a good call there, Dreamer Stango. Somebody's doing some little worm like that. And we're dead. Kind of cool that we died to this list because I was hoping that's what they were playing. So, Rotten Reunion's obviously a really good call here. We'll bring those in. Should have paid attention to the type of lands they were playing, but they looked all basic from what my memory remembers. You could technically be doing this. Do I want to do that if I go all in with that? I don't think we have to worry about sweepers here, so we're going to try to go pretty aggro here. I think I'll lose the shield spheres. Dun, dun, dun. About me sniffing candles. I mean, that's like, what, once a show? You just reminded me. I'll do it. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, it was a bunch of basics. Yeah, we'll just pick on the graveyard and try to be aggro. Again, a lot of times these combo lists, I mean, unless they're going to play Deathhead's Buzzard, I don't think we have to really worry about creature removal. Anybody got to look that one up? I know it by heart. No. Love this hand. Just need to draw some lands. 5 times. All right. We'll keep it. Not the face. Ultra Volcarine. Woo! I say ultra. It's not even close. It's Volcarine. My dyslexia is showing up. I swear, for how many years have I been saying that? I think I've always said it ultra Volcarine. TMO6 Life. Hello. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to catch a show. Any comments from Takir? Got you excited? Are you happy with the recent bans? Yeah, I like when there's upheaval. There's lots of new stuff. I think it makes the format a lot more exciting. And I really like that they're experimenting with like these pseudo bans, right? That's pretty cool. Who doesn't like Meeting of the Minds on turn 1, right? I wish there were just one more effect like this, because... All right, here we go. And we'll play 3 for CONVOKE. Well, let's go. Even land's good here. All right, we'll bring this out. We're probably going to axe that just to draw some cards. I don't really need it for defense. We know what they're up to. All right, well, I'll keep calling you that then. Ultra Volcarine. That's what... You get really timid with your interpretation of things when you have what I have, because I mean, I would have bet money that I was saying your name right, and it's just been now. It's almost like somebody puts on new lenses, and you're like, oh wait, that's what it says. The words aren't moving now. Cool. This is a really good draw here. I'm gonna do this first. We're gonna eat the shield, draw some stuff. All right, that's really good actually. Bring this out. I mean, we can't do that much damage, but we can at least represent that next turn. And we can use the Garden's effect to power out the drum, so we're good. Give them a little... It'd be nice if we drew some graveyard issues here. All forests. Malevolent Rumble showing up. All kinds of nastiness here. Whoop. Off we go. Ingot Chewer. All right, that's interesting. Boy. We've got him in a few turns, but whether or not that's going to get there or not is going to be the case. We'll do this. We'll do this. Bring this out. Tapping this for white. Going like, well, you know what? Let me do that as a surprise attack, right? Let's attack. See if they want to sacrifice it. All right, cool. Boom, boom. Always use the off-colored mana with the Springleaf Drum. Bloop. Got him next turn. All right, here we go. Got 12 damage on the stack next turn. Vandal showing up. I think you take Drum here. This doesn't really do too much to us. All right. This deck's kind of hard to attack unless you got sweepers. All right. Don't have too much to worry about in the graveyard as of yet. Ooh, Night Market's a good call. But is it worth that? Yeah, it is actually. We've got to tap something anyway, so we might as well do this, right? I'll go clear this red. Tap. That does 1 more damage. I'll say, yep. And we'll flash this back. Attack. Yeah. Okay, it's close. They might have it. They've really been digging here, so we'll see. This is graveyard. Going to get a land. Sagu Windling's pretty cool. I'm saying it right. Writhing Chrysalis. Oh no. They're going like that, are they? Well, maybe Night Market can get there, eh? All right. We'll do this. Let's kill a plant token by tapping this to do some damage. We'll get rid of this. Hey, look at that. Well, we can maybe do it next turn. especially if they don't do the thing. So right now they just block and we lose our guys, so we'll go like this. We did draw what we wanted. They got rid of an Ornithopter, which was a really good call. I mean, they do have Writhing Chrysalis, so you've got to scroll down 8 pages to read that it has reach. Might be a bit of an exaggeration there, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the dragons are really making a splash. Uh-oh, did we just lose? Damn it, damn it, damn it. No. They have enough lands in here. Maybe they'll whiff. Nope. Guess they know what they're up to. What do they got? 6 lands. I like how consistent this list is because you've got defense, you got, and then you just go find your combo as opposed to like 1 land spy variants and stuff. So, and to be completely not dishonest, as I am fond to say, I've been a pretty big, I have not beaten this list. I've only played it about 3 times, including this one, but it's gotten me every time. So I like it. Pretty cool. I might have to sleeve that up and build it. I know I got all the cards for it. So we're just going to jump right on in here. I'm wondering if we should try the Beast, just to show y'all how unyieldy it feels when I play it. But for right now, I think we're going to just keep this as is. So we go in. So we're 1 and 2. Yeah, the 4-3. I messed around with it, and like a lot of things, just too much of a beacon. Night Market Lookout gets some respect from people once they see what it does, especially when it doesn't even have to attack and it starts eating up your life. So much love for Eastern Europe. You're the reason I got in a Pauper. Oh, all right. Isu Gib, thank you so much for that. That makes my weekend. But another warning to all y'all, we're not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. I got a big old road trip, and I'm going to be all over the Americas. So I might even drop into some stores in Texas, Colorado, New Mexico, Seattle, etc. in the next 2 weeks. So hopefully I'll see some people. Maybe I'll bring a list with me. Yeah, Salt Road Pack Beast. That's the one. There it is. Bloop. I'll bring it up on the thing here. So yeah, this usually is pretty darn free. I mean, we can mess about. I messed around with maybe over the sphere even, right? Maybe we should try that. Let's just do it, right? We've got time just to show you guys. Maybe it'll, show up, right? And I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. So we'll lose the sphere. I think we'll go like that. Let's try that out. Just show you guys, not really to improve it, but show you guys what I'm talking about as far as like I'm feeling a little hindered there, Plus we lose our shield sphere. It's good defense, but sometimes it's that crucial creature that you want to be able to attack with, right? Creature. And maybe we'll be able to that in combination with the Night Market Lookout. Maybe we'll get there. Who knows? While we wait for Rally the Peasants to show up. We got to mulligan this. This is a good hand. We'll keep. We've got to keep our outs here. Do I get rid of the fairy here? No, we'll get rid of the kobolds. Done. Yeah, we got the Foul-Tongue Shriek in the sideboard now. Gruesome Fate, doesn't that cost 2 and a black? Gruesome Fate. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You don't even have to attack. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. We'll do this. Hey, things are looking good. We'll bring this up. And chill out here. So pack piece would have been a shield sphere. So let's just, I wanted to completely replace it as a deck building exercise so that we can ask ourselves when we see it, would we rather it be the other thing? Right now, maybe. Probably not, though. That's a pretty big hit up. What? Somebody else is playing Holdout Settlement? I thought that was my tech. I'm rubbing off on people, I guess. Especially when they printed Holdout Settlement. I was like, are you kidding me? You're going to give us 2 of these things? Thank you. All right. This is when Garden feels a little clunky. Like I almost wish I had the Vandal's Mane, right? To instigate the mana that they give off. So I think we see her here just so that I can see what we can see. We do that. I'm going to lean on Don't really have any draw effects. I'm going to say bottom here. We'll say top on the that. That way I can power out that and another Seer, and we'll be good to go. All right. This looks like another graveyard list. Oh, I'm with you, Mind Stab Throw. Yeah, I'm surprised these aren't in like every third or fourth deck you see. It's just your creature does nothing right now, so might as well use it for every color there is. I mean, it's nuts. Such a good card. All right, roll the dice. Well, there goes our little experiment. Good news, Rally the Peasants ain't going anywhere. We've seen this sort of list before. We'll let this through. The mono red, maybe the splash to so you can. I kind of like that, so you can actually cast Sneaky Snacker in a pinch. Bio Kid. I don't think I've ever played this person. Yeah, that is the fate of things. We'll do this. I'm gonna have a big old setup turn here. Play this out. Do the drum. Do another drum. Cast a blue. Oh, that's folly. Cast a blue. Here we go. All right. Well, we like both of these, right? I'll say top, top. You can almost do both of them, right? Block, shoot, bow. Yeah, I messed with Halo Hopper about 2 years ago with this list. Same sort of thing, just that one especially. Now, at least the salt pack is, you know, pretty robust. I mean, that's a pretty big body. I don't really plan on blocking with that, so let's attack here. We get Burning Inquiry. We're just going to let it hit. Yeah, for sure. Waiting to see the black hit the yard. There's Stinkweed right on cue. We're going to have to put in the yard. Red yard. I'm going to call it Red Yard. Okay, there's some stuff going down. We might be able to just sneak out a win here. Not hitting us too hard. 5 a turn. All right, there's that. Going all in here. Interesting. Lotless Giant is in the yard, but Dread Return is not. Nix that. They have it. Well, we can block one of those. We'll block here. Don't know if it's really worth doing that. 2, 4, 6. Am I really going to attack here? I don't think so. I'm going to pull black here. We'll lose a plant token. Draw the 2. We know what 2 are drawing. Now, I do kind of wish that was a shield wall. We might be at like 14. Since now we're going to be taking enough. Do they have another? They do not. All right. We're in trouble. Going to need that to stay back. Let's see. Wants us to pay that and that. Does represent a good blocker body. We'll do this. I guess we'll do this. You. More creatures. Guess this. Play this out. There's another beast. Pay this for a white. Let's see what we draw. Let's play this out. More creatures. Whoop. There we go. Come on. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'll attack. I got a lot of blockers here. Dreamer Stingo, that's so true. I was thinking the same thing. If it would be so much better if it was a 3/4. Whoa, Lacrimersis, Rudyard Kipling. I don't think it just says you've. It doesn't say you're a first-time chatter, but I don't remember saying your name. Thanks for joining us. All right, we're probably dead here. You know, they might be dead. We've got enough next turn to just do it. Right? Not if we have to block everything, though. So let's block here and here. Take 2, go to 1. Sure. Oh, I got Molten Gatekeeper there. Never mind, I'm dead. Bonk. Yep, very nice. Zap. Booyah. Flexible ways to kill us. All right, let's pick on the graveyard. Rotten Reunion. Bring in some life gain here. Definitely our hydros. Not too worried about other things. Maybe one less. Now we don't have as much stuff to pull out here. Seers. Let me not lean on those. Maybe one less pack beast. I'll take out one Thopter. I can't really do too much blocking with those. So they do have air power. Let's go. Try this Salt Road pack beast out. See what we think. I've been wrong before. Won't be the last time. Yeah, that thing was a 3/4. That'd be pretty sweet. Only Galblast going to take it down, right? I'm glad we haven't had any quitters today. When you play super jank like this, you know, a lot of times you'll get that. We'll say no to that. We want to be on the draw. Ugh. Here's that hand. We really need a Springleaf Drum when we draw a garden. I'm still not convinced this is where I want to be. This used to be the Dimir land, and obviously that would be somewhat of a keep. We'll mulligan this. Another garden laughing at us. We'll mulligan. We'll keep this. We've got some stuff we can draw. I think I want to keep both of these so that I can write the token. We'll get rid of our junk here. Done. I'm going to save that Rotten Reunion for Dread Return. I mean for, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! We'll just bring this out. I'm just going to slow roll it. Yeah, those illusions are always a fun deck building exercise. So many times it takes a good card to get rid of them anyway, so it's kind of worth it. Encampment showing up. Bring out a Walker. So we've got double creatures. I've already played a land, so I'm going to chill out. I'll write at the end of turn on the token. Otherwise, we might be able to Rotten Reunion here. I wish there was another encampment holdout settlement built. That would be so ideal. That play with 12 of those. That would be awesome. All right. Well, that's worthy of killing. I mean, we could just keep blocking this all day long too, so that's good times. All right. Off to black land. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do this here. I just had way too many Corrupted Conviction hands when I had all 8 of them with the Village Rites. At some point, you have to keep your stuff on the board before you can start attacking, right? We'll go here. Again, it's so cool to be an instant deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it isn't really, if you look closely, right? We can't cast Meeting of the Minds because we have to tap this for blue, and then we've only got the 2. So we're going to chill here. Holding pattern. Maybe we can reunion EOT. We'll see. You're an instant deck. That be true. Yeah, look at our hand. Bam, 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 bam. 5 instants. Let's make it 6. A lot of losses. We're having a good time, though. Love the Molten Gatekeeper. Hell of a card. This thing would be terrifying in real life. Just hear this metal just clanking and dust, and then the fury of it, too. Just that, because it has, you know, haste with Unearth. Just be like, oh, crap. Well, there's a target. I guess we'll eat it just for eating's sake. I've got to get that much closer to do it, right? We'll go black, dun, 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 dun. Hiya. More creatures. And even more now. Yeah, we could do that. We'll chill out here. Blue. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can Meeting of the Minds here. I'm just going to hang out in case another Molten Gatekeeper shows up. I considered things like, what's the new black one that turns into a green 1/1 flyer that was in here for a little bit? Doom Traveler effects, you know. Messing about. Problem with Hydroblast here is it kind of eats up my turn. Yeah, we got to stop that. No to that, please. Just in case they don't know the Decayed rules, I'll do this. Counter the spell. Use up. Well, that's unfortunate. Discard 3 at random. Hopefully it's not Meeting of the Minds. But we draw a lot of lands. And it's Meeting of the Minds. I've got all these contingency plans for that to not be a thing, and there it is. I really like this design. Of how many rules it breaks. They know the trick. Darn it. Well, we could do 6 here. That's pretty cool. I don't want to, though. Ooh, we got a lot of damage here. Potential, anyway. Cast here. Might just be able to scary win here. 2 Stinkweed Imps. I'm going to hold on our Rotten Reunion effect here. We're just going to chill out. Game will be over pretty quick. I like our opponent's chances better than ours, but we do have an out. Got double rally. Even if they discard it via the Burning Inquiry, we've got options. Superthopter, 0/3 flying. How's that? Okay, 2, 4, 6. We had 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 we can do. That would be pretty sweet. Well, let's do... I can't even respond to that, right? I don't believe so. What? Yeah, I didn't think so. Split second works like that. It's a thing, I tell you. Sure. That sure is cool having split second in Pauper. We will not block. Black. Rotten Reunion. Let's take out a mutt. Not the most ideal. There's that. Yeah, this is getting ugly quick. So I can sit back and block, go to 4, buy more time, draw 2 cards. I think that's our play. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 we could do right now. No, we couldn't. We have to tap something to do it. So we're going to chill out. Doesn't feel like we can muster enough here. Decayed sure does talk well with this list, though. Make them think that we've got some sort of graveyard hate here. Dread Return showing up. Gilded Light. I was just talking about this card with Aaron. He's like, does anything give people Shroud? And I was like, yes, son. It is this card. I knew everything about it, even though I've never played it. He was leisurely impressed. See if anybody's ever said that before. Yeah, we saw it tap for mana. Thank you for that Mind Stab. That's why I was thinking, is there a bug? Can I cheat and get out rights here? But no, I cannot. All right, we're going to be taking 6. That blows. Now we could... Blocking's out of the question with that. We'll block here. Yeah, I'll go to 6. I'm going to say black here. Kill this. Drawing absolutely nothing. Land. Ew, this is ugly, ugly, ugly. We could block there. He's got Dread Return. Multiple Dread Returns. Bring this out. Bring this out. Yeah, it's time to start smashing. I'd have to block here. Does that bring us to 2? Does he have any more of the Scrapworks? We might have one more turn here. Do I just chill out? Let's attack. 2, 4, 6. I have to keep that back. 1, 2, 3. We lose. Hiya! Just try to get a little bit of respect here. It's like, we almost got you to single digits. And we perfectly die here. We're suggesting that we have some sort of a way out of this, but that was a losing move. Yeah, that's a good point, Dreamer Stingo. Counteract Bazooka Bog. Good times. Don't know if it's really worth a spot, though. Kind of hope they just have it here instead of just, you know, all they have to do is attack. But so we're going to fall to 1 and 3 here. Could have maybe survived one turn. It's tough with Molten Gatekeeper on the stack and stuff. Yeah, we lose. Hoping for the best. Dying like the rest. Crunch. Good news is no quitters. Bad news is we've only won 1 game. What do we like? What don't we like? The Seer is pretty nice for fixing. Meeting of the Minds I'm liking. This is kind of growing on me a little bit. It is nice with this in Night Market to have a little bit of a 1-2 threat as we wait to draw more stuff, but it does feel like we just need to draw more cards. But it's not in Shared Discovery, that's for sure. Yeah, outside of playing like a Preordain or something, I mean, we're kind of getting it in this with the benefit of that. Let's roll off the last one here. Well, last game, like I said, we're 1 and 3. It's about where I expected to be right about now. Hopefully we can get to the 2-3 prediction. A 2-3 is a win with this list. I play this about once a year, just see what new toys we've got. The Pack Beast showing up, so feels good playing it, you know. It's like, otherwise this kind of plays like last year's build, right? Sometimes you stumble upon a build just because cards like the Halo Hopper from, 12 months ago or something. It was even longer than that, I think. 17 months ago. Seems like it fits. It really doesn't. That's a 3-2. We've upgraded to a 4-3 now. Still need white mana to pull it off. Not quite sure if Khalni Garden is working or not. Considered maybe cutting to 2, maybe going with 2 Dimir lands. Feels like that's where you want to be, actually. Let me try this here. Let's leave the event. Let me go back up here. Let's go with what's that called? The indestructible. We'll just do that. I can never remember which one it is. Mana cost, we'll do that. Looking for this one. Mistvault Bridge. Boop. 4. We're bridging on the territory of maybe wanting to go with Thoughtcast here for extra draw. Village Rites, Thoughtcast. Not sure what we would lose. I could maybe go with like 3 Thoughtcasts and get rid of these 3. Let's, because we're not really sacrificing these usually. We're sacrificing these. This will help with this. Not quite sure. What do you say? Yeah, Mind Stab Duel, that's exactly right. And that's why Salt Road kind of feels that way a little bit too. Maybe we keep it like this, get rid of Salt Package and go with... So let's see, we've got, that's 12, 16. Don't feel like that's where I want to be. Let's just try this out. See if this feels a lot better. Keeping track of... I don't think we've ever changed the deck this much. I know I said we were going to do that going into it, but a lot of fun to brew like this. Just a little tweak, bob and weave, that sort of thing. And if Iso's in the chat, I didn't mean to sound so... on Pauper Classic Tuesday, we had one of my opponents showed up so late, and they were just like, come on. And I'm just like, dude, it's not like you were 2 or 3 minutes late. You were like 20 minutes late. I'm not going to start now and then like risk a loss because I wasn't doing too well, but... Would you like to play first? We'll say no. Let's see what we can do here. We've got nothing. We'll mulligan that. Sometimes chat can make you seem a little bit more curt than you mean to, but I was just like trying to explain myself. Let's mulligan this. All right. Ooh, I like this hand a lot. We'll keep this. Want to do that. Want to do that. But I got to keep the 0 to do the thing. We'll get rid of 1 Night Market. Might regret that because that's like a lightning bolt a turn there. Propaganda. Historically, it's been 17 blue cards to support Force of Will. Yeah, that's a good point. They get nothing. Take that. Sucker. They're like, what is this jank pile? And they are correct. Pauper jank. Pauper jank. Pauper janka. Sucker. Woo, we got it. Oh, this just got better. This. We're playing Jank Ramp. If you look closely. Boop. Had I known we were going to draw into a drum, I would have got rid of the other settlement. Then we'd have a lightning bolt every turn. I hope that Night Market lives to bring out another Night Market. Even considered like raise the alarm effects and stuff. So just each card representing 2. There's the new, what is it? Like some lion cat 1/2, and it you can choose to give it +1/1 or put a 1/1 into play. Considered that as well. If you go maybe more of a white build, so Salt Road can be played with its CONVOKE style with some of the creatures you're making. Could be a Sui build. We'll see. Might as well. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this for black. How much does this cost now? We'll play white here. And pay this here. Draw a card. Feels pretty good. Here we go. Gonna win from out of nowhere next turn. If they have removal, they'll probably use it here. So that part I like. Our secret killer, Night Market, is hiding under a little subterfuge there. Blending into the wall, courtesy of the Salt Road Pack Beast. She huffs like she's Queen Hellkite of the Scour. But we've been together many journeys, and she's never let me down. Man, I wouldn't want to ride on that scaly thing. You need some really thick leather to make that a comfortable ride. Don't be drowned in sorrow. However, we still have game if that happens. But it is a sorcery, so feels like we're a little out of the woods there. All right. Yeah, let's turn on the gas here. Do this here. Hit this. So that's 2 right there. Guess down on that. All right. Attack. Do 10 damage. Yeah, just almost messed around with that. I like 1 makes 2, not 1, and I have to spend a lot of mana to improve, like, what, a Kobold? We probably would have won if I had kept that 3rd night market, but there was no way to guarantee we were going to find that extra land, but I guess inevitably that will happen. What is this? Just MBC, I guess. All right, we got another weird thing called a W with a jank pile like this. You can't spell jank with a W. There's a reason. I think I want to be on these. I'm going to bring in 2 of these. Kind of like seeing that. That was pretty sweet. Village Rites. Stuff will be dying. Now everything can attack. That's the good news about getting rid of Shield Sphere. Let's not go crazy with this. We'll keep it to 2 until we find out betterment. All right. I guess we'll lose the worst art in what jank? Jonk. I like jonk, the second one. Sounds like a mispronunciation due to a jaw surgery or something, right? 1, 2, 3. We've got a nice meeting of the minds. We'll keep, unless they got another duress. But I think they might have learned their lesson with duress, seeing that rally was really the only thing worth taking. And if they had it, they would have played it. So I think I'm going to slow roll this and lead off with a bridge. Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Feels a lot better than a garden. I was just trying to go to that extreme route, right, where you just all the tokens all the time, because I was running Shared Discovery to my credit when I did have those and the Shield Sphere, but now it's kind of morphing back into what it was, which is my way. Ooh, we've got green access now. Interesting. Bring this out. We'll do that. Do that. Oh, is that a swamp? Well, I've got you covered there. Check this out. Sucker. Bring this out. Bring this out. Oh, chill on Reunion here. So we can get that troll if they exhume. I love how sneaky Holdout Settlement is. You can just do so much. It gets a little dizzying when you base your deck on this, just like Brute Squad does, because you truly have every card ever is your availability. It's nuts. All right, we'll do it regardless. Bye-bye, troll. Using good removal for bad cards. They let us get away with it. It's amazing. I'm going to go this. I'm not going to be attacking this turn, so I'm going to go here and here. Sure, we'll do that. Cool. Did I play a land already? All right, I'll do this. Weird. All right. We've got nothing. I mean, we do have good stuff in our hand. Maybe we got the respect, right? Are they waiting for another reunion? I love this play. It's like, I'm going to kill your creature that doesn't matter. The green is for making your opponents wonder what it's for, is what I'm betting on. Wink, wink. Yeah, we'll slow roll this. Can Rotten Reunion here. Yeah, I could Rotten Reunion and Meeting of the Minds. Or Meeting of the Minds. Wait a minute. I'd have to Rotten first. Yeah. Let's Chill out. Big old creature. Oh, that's a bummer. Weird. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of damage there. So, if I do that, that's 1, 2, 3. I can do that too. Let's go crazy. Reunion this out. Go blue. This, and this here. 1, 2. Okay, we can refill here. Not the worst hand. Oh boy. Boy, if we had the right color mana and we didn't have to tap our creatures, we'd be all right there. I guess we have to bring out one of these to threaten the thing. Let's cast this so we can enable stuff. We'll go this, and then say white, I guess, for here. Oh, do I just have it? I think I have it. Yeah, let me do this instead. We're going to just go all out here. Cast this here. We'll go this, and then red. Hiya! You go ahead and pestilence. See if you can survive. Ah! How's that for a conundrum? Gary? Don't let me untap. I get more value. All right. Ooh, that's fun, huh? Well, I can't really do much of anything. So let's do the thing here. Let me bring this out, actually. Don't think he has enough creatures. We'll do this for black. Yield. Love me some Night Market Lookout. Yeehaw. Let's go. This is fun. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty fun little sequence here. Unless they got life gain. If they got like a Tendrils of Corruption, that would really suck. But we've already shown Village Rites, so they might be a little gun shy about that. But maybe I should fit in some Exalted mechanic. Nah, that's what Night Market's there for. All right, so they kill our good stuff. Well, Gary would get him to 5. Imagine that's why you're playing Pestilence. That's just a neat scenario. One thing great about Magic the Gathering, boy. Come up with these scenarios, right? We'll do this. Sure. Bloop. Main deck. Bloop. Can we do the thing? There's the man. The man with the plan. We'll make white. Ha! Do they have an ability? Hey! Win the match! Woo! We went WW on that one. Good times. All right. That's where we're going to leave it. We did go 2-3, which was kind of my prediction. That's about all the staying power this deck's got. So I take back what I said about the Salt Road Pack Beast. I do kind of like it in this build. Mana feels a lot stronger being here and not on Garden. We're not going all out with the plan of... So when the deck started, I was on Shared Discovery, right? So we had the Zero Wall and then the Khalni Garden tokens. And even then, we just didn't want to draw it. So we slowly morphed back to sort of how it was, courtesy of Salt Road Pack Beast being a newer card there. And we've added one land main. This used to run only 11. And with the Springleaf Drum, getting a little bit more consistency here. Now the one question is, what did we learn? Well, as I check back to make sure that I'm still here. What did we learn? Well, the bowl is pretty cool against like big decks. So that's a Propaganda first. I don't think I've ever brewed with that card or made it to the final stage. I'm liking the Vandals in the side. I do love having these. I feel like I might want to even have these main, especially since we're running this. They just feels like a lot of cards. So as I move forward, I'm going to try to find a way to move these main just because, well, look, I mean, we just had auto losses to graveyard decks 2 in a row, and that might have meant a little bit of a difference. I'm not going to have Delusions of Grandeur. I don't think it would have let us win. Might have. We might have been able to. So anyway, what did we learn? Yes, we're not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. So be popping without me. I'll be online a lot today and tomorrow, so that won't change. But in next week, I'm out of here. So yeah, gonna see what we can see. I wouldn't go with any more sacrificial effects. Like I said, running into Village Rites, I think 4 is about where I want to be. Might be interesting to find a bit more card draw. I mean, technically we've got another draw 4 here, and we can. It's just one of these lists you want to dust off every once in a while and see what you can see. Speaking of seeing, we're going to check into our next 2 cards. So tomorrow, same time? No, Luigi. We're only here on Saturdays, and I'm usually as consistent as a sunset, but like I said, life calls, so I've got places to be for the next 2 weeks. We'll be back here on May 31st, but until then, thanks for joining me, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and do all that young kid stuff. And if you don't mind, head on over to Buy Me a Coffee if you like the show and want to show your support. That's the best way to do it. Until then, I will show you what that is right here. We'll see you in 3 weeks from today. Adios. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, that's the one.